At one point, every person watching right now is or has been a kid. As we grow, we learn that life is all about making lasting memories. Some memories are great, others are bad, but there are a few that remain in the back of your mind, replaying every time you try to sleep. It has been over a decade since this incident happened, and I still have trouble sleeping. So today, I'm going to tell you, the viewer, about a time when a dollar sticker pack almost made me someone else's hood ornament. Before we start, I need to give you all more context about myself to make this all make a little more sense. Hi, you can call me. My parents are originally from Mexico and then settled in the US. So growing up in this household, you always listen to your parent and never question what they say or do because it's for your own good. If you don't listen, you're sleeping outside or getting well acquainted with one of these, which I often heard as a kid and experienced as a child. This sounds a little extreme, but if you know, you know. I hope you're doing well now. Anyways, with this in mind, when I was younger, my bought a camper for his truck. He either got the camper really cheap from a friend or got lucky at the junkyard again. The camper didn't look up to standard. It was covered in dirt, dust, and cobwebs, but after a good washing, it appeared as good as new. Inspecting the shell, the side windows had a greenish tint. The paint suited the truck well. Everything looked great. Why was this thing even thrown out? You may be asking, because I thought the same thing. Then it all made sense when you got to the back. This camper's back door window was completely missing. The only thing actually there were the tiny shards of glass still in the frame. Even better, the camper door was extremely loose. The cherry on top of everything was that the back door on this truck was also broken, so the camper had the equivalent of having a doggy door as a safeguard from the elements. This truck was used to carry tools and other large equipment around, but with these unpredictable hazards, nothing should even be on the bed of this truck if it wants to make it to its intended destination. So that exact same day, when he installed the camper, my parents thought it was an amazing idea to go visit family in this truck. Since at the time we didn't have a family car, we would usually cram into the truck like a can of sardines. This was because that truck only had a single row of seating. But now that we had the camper, my sister and I were honorarily thrown into the back with 2 old couch cushions, while my parents and my younger brother sat comfortably in the front with the windows closed with music playing. At the time, I thought it was completely fine. Exciting maybe, but the thought of being pulled over lingered, because it was kind of usual for us. Later on, I found out that the state law mentions children under 16 are not allowed to ride in the bed of a truck, and drivers must properly secure children under 5 years old in a child safety seat or booster seat. I never knew what a booster seat was until the late 3rd grade, but my parents didn't care. None of this was necessary or even a priority, so my parents went along with their day, and so did I. During these usual spur-of-the-moment trips, we would always stop at this little 99-cent store that was on the way. That day I had gotten my usual small bag of chips and decided to look around the store, which I don't think I've ever done before. Due to my parents not wanting to buy things that weren't needed, we would always just be in and out and on our way. But this day they got caught up in some conversation or something. So I took my time looking around, mostly in the arts and crafts section. Then that's when I saw it. Oh my God. I locked into the most eye-catching, attractive-looking, dopamine-inducing sticker pack that has ever graced the inside of a 99-cent store. It was a holographic pack of Cinderella stickers. My favorite princess, which at that time I had a minor obsession over. But not weird or anything. I grew up absolutely loving this princess. To give you an idea, one of my earliest memories was at my birthday/baptism party, which was majority Cinderella themed. It had a Cinderella bouncy house, cake, and piñata. I had the movie on VHS that I watched an ungodly amount of times, plus most of the items I remember having as a kid were Cinderella related in some shape or form. What I'm trying to say is, she was a really big deal to me. In any case, looking at this pack of stickers stood out severely because 99-cent stores in the early 2000s looked like this. Everything was a poorly done knockoff made in China or wherever. You can practically smell the cheap plastic looking at this recreation. So these stickers were a diamond in a landfill. You had to be there honestly to get a real feel for it. But in spite of that, the most irritating part about this situation is that the 99-cent store has been selling the same 2000 stickers for years, and yet for some heinous reason, they have never restocked my stickers. It has been 16 years. For example, they still sell Hannah Montana and JB sticker packs. Even though I love Hannah, the queen, the icon, I'm insulted that I haven't seen them again. I have spent hours looking on the internet and found nothing. Absolutely nothing. I have never seen these stickers anywhere else either. Since that day, they were truly one in a million. Visually, the stickers looked similar to these, slightly mixed, but the surface of this sticker pack was shimmery and lightly holographic. My dumb young fish brain needed all of it. To add to my growing collection, I left what I had originally gotten and reluctantly, my parents got the stickers for me. We all got back into the truck and continued driving to our previous destination. I spent a better part of the time hyperfixated on these stickers. My eyes were glued onto these stickers. I just laid on that crusty old couch cushion and admired her glittering dress, imagining all the things I could do with them, where I could place them or keep them. But honestly, they were perfect the way they were. My imagination was running wild. I was giddily swinging my feet in the air. Everything around me disappeared. It was just her and I. In that moment, I was just like Prince Charming, fawning over this absolute beauty, but the scary part was, I genuinely didn't know how similar to the prince I was. I wish I had more time.
Huh?
I had those stickers for roughly 7 minutes. Cinderella is a prolific baller. She literally served, ate, and this time left no crumbs. Great times can't last forever. What really happened was, having the whole back window missing caused several problems inside of the truck bed. While driving on the freeway with my behind the wheel created a Category 1 hurricane in the back. Not only did it tangle our hair like a tumbleweed, all you heard in the back was. So in a couple of minutes, the wind forcibly ripped me out of my daydream, and my hands were left empty. Now, this is the part where we listen and don't judge. Not wanting to accept my sticker's fate like I should have, I instead fully sprinted at maximum power after them while grasping at the air. I'll admit it, my head was empty and probably still is. I wasn't thinking of the consequences of my actions. I was pumped full of adrenaline and panicking about my stickers and wasting $1 of my parents' money. It happened so fast that I just remember tumbling and then hanging on the back door of the truck. The same broken back door with a latch that gave way whenever it wanted. Also, not to mention the swinging frame of once a camper door. I guess I was feeling really lucky that day because I was uncomfortably close to jumping out the window for the stickers. I was so willing to gamble everything on some dollar stickers that were sucked under a freeway bridge in under 5 seconds. I was in utter disbelief. I stayed hanging on the back door like that, looking out into the freeway, searching for the stickers that flew away, while cars honked and honked and honked. It was absolutely insane how I was able to hang there. I swear if I were just a little heavier, I could have pushed out the door and gone through the window frame that day. I would have made a nice tire boot or hood ornament for some poor random person's car for sure. I was scolded hard that day when we got to my aunt's house. But whose bright idea was it to put a 4-year-old in the back of a truck bed with a faulty door, no window, and 0 restraints? Not me. I was already devastated. My future with those stickers was gone in seconds. Gone with the damn wind. No. Could ever replace what I felt in that very short time with those stickers. I fully realized randomly. That day could have been my last, and I no longer cringe at losing my stickers. I cringe at what could have been. To this day, I think about this memory and die inside at how close it the situation could have ended up like this.
So, how did you end up here?
I chased after 99-cent stickers. To everyone who made it to the end of this video, please wear your seatbelt if you have one, stay safe, don't do what I did because you actually have a brain, and remember your life is worth way more than a couple of cents. Farewell, viewer. I hope you'll make it to my next video. I'll have a floaty waiting for you.